Becca's looking at me in the meanest way possible right now.
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
just...
no, you're not. You look just like you're zoned out. Okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
we just had to sync the audio, so I was a little
Mm.
distracted in trying to make sure I had it all good.
Making sure you had 3 claps on those lines.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Welcome to this episode of Pop. We want to discuss a couple cool things in our life. A cool thing that we've been doing for the past, I don't know, 3 months, 3-4 months,
Yeah, probably
three
about
four
that.
months that we've been doing. We're kind of late on the trend. I mean, okay. Well,
Way late.
I mean, not. I mean, okay, maybe like a year. We're not super late, but we've grown accustomed to this because we've just been separated for the first 2 months. We were entirely separated, and then like as the leniency of Corona happened, we became more seeing each other.
Lenient ourselves.
Yeah, and we really have we slowed down, but we really haven't entirely slowed down playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
It's like our
Disclaimer before we start this. My voice has been going hoarse all day, so
horse.
here's hoping it doesn't go hoarse
Did you say?
during
Oh,
this.
are you saying worse or horse?
Horse.
Horse, like
Like
nay,
like my throat. No, like my... Isn't that what it's called?
I don't.
Horse?
I
Your
don't
throat
know.
goes hoarse?
Never heard that in my life. It probably exists. I haven't heard a lot of things in my life.
Oh, now I have to check.
My throat has gone hoarse.
It hasn't gone hoarse, but it's
It
gone
might.
hoarse during the day. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
In case I croak.
Yeah, in case Becca sounds like she's been smoking cigarettes for 25 years.
Hoarseness can be
How
caused
is
by
it
a number
spelled?
of
Is it spelled like nay
conditions.
horse? Horse eating
No,
hay?
HOARSE.
R-S-E? Oh, okay.
The most common cause of hoarseness is acute laryngitis,
Ooh, you are cute.
inflammation of the vocal cords.
Belch. Uh-huh,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
I don't have corona. Don't get me wrong. It's just I
You're
get a
just feeling
dry
a little
throat every
horsey.
once in a while.
You're just feeling a little
Yeah.
horsey. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling a little horsey. Oh shit, my TV's on. Make sure your phone is off, dude. I feel like at one point I heard a phone go off in the previous recordings. It was probably
Well,
me.
fun fact, I live at home and I live with 5 other people, so
Also, your
it could...
phone doesn't ring at all. I forgot about that
No.
too. So it was me. I'm a piece of shit. Okay. Yeah, let's go back onto the track of talking about Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is, I'm gonna let you talk about Stardew Valley first.
Oh, yay! Okay, so,
Explain what Stardew Valley is for people that don't know what Stardew Valley is.
okay, Stardew Valley is like, a mix of
It's a video game.
Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, and its own little spin of love and beauty. It's your stereotypical farming game, but it's got like an added flavor that makes it so beautiful.
All right, that's the end of this podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Becca,
know.
you're extremely descriptive, and that's what I freaking love about you, baby girl. You are just so descriptive. It's just got there's flavor to it.
Okay, never mind.
All right,
So,
get in
Stardew
depth.
Valley.
Tell us what
Um,
happens. What do you do in Stardew Valley?
Okay, so you start the game off where you inherited your grandfather's farm and you go to live on your grandfather's farm. And you start out with the most basic tools. You start out with a hoe,
She goes the hoe first.
the pickaxe. Do we start with a pickaxe?
Yes.
A sword.
Sword. Sickle.
Sickle, and
Watering
what's the
can?
other? Watering can, thank you. And yeah, and you kind of just go from there. You learn how to be a farmer in the planting aspect, and you also learn how to be a farmer in the animal aspect, and you
Ranching.
can, yeah, ranching, and you find all the little mysteries and treasures of the town that you live in, which is Stardew Valley, down to literal mysteries and treasures in mines, in town buildings, um, and down to the town people. You find little treasures and um, gifts of friendship with them. So, and of course, you can get married in the game, you can have babies, and with each skill you take on, like mining, fishing, um, there's like,
Combat, foraging,
yeah, combat, foraging, that was the other one I was thinking of.
farming.
You level up and you can choose different things. Like you can, uh, with each level up, you get a new advantage. So say
Every
like when
5
you
level
chop,
ups.
yeah,
Mhm.
like when you chop down a tree, you can get like 5 more pieces of wood or something like that. Um, and so I love this game because it's the first game I ever have played, like video game wise. I don't play video
It's
games.
the first one you've
I'm not,
actually had like more than like 5 hours in, or like an
yeah,
hour in.
because we used to play like little things like
Arcade games.
yeah, and like what's that one with the wiggly people we play?
Gang Beasts.
Yeah, we play like Gang Beasts.
We played Genital
Um,
Jousting.
yeah, we played Human Fall Flat.
Uh,
We did Minecraft for a little
Broforce.
bit. Yeah, and all those like multiplayer, like just once and done kind of games. And I didn't really attach to anything like I did to this game.
Uh,
And I love it, and I love every little aspect of it. Like I
and I
said, I
want to stop
like,
recording and play it now. Yeah, I want to
yeah,
do that.
yeah, that makes sense. My Our farm is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Um, I am the rancher, and Kyle is the uh,
I'm the farmer.
gardener,
Yeah, I'm the farmer.
the farmer,
Uh-huh.
and Kyle plants all the seeds, and with each season digs up the ground and all that good stuff. And then I get to take care of all my little babies that I love with my whole heart, each and every one of. So
Every day,
I,
she will, every in-game day, she will go to each animal, make sure that there's grass on the ground. She will go into each barn or go to each animal, make sure that they all get a heart above their head. Every single one. Every single day in the game, she would make sure to do that. And it's the funniest shit to see, because like because I do the farming, which is like the gardening and stuff, and I will just like do my first like 2 days, I'll be like actually working on it, and then the third day, so on, I'm done. I like only have to replant seeds and that's it. So I'm just walking around and I see you just like working on the ranch, like all the talking to the animals, giving them grass, making sure they're fed, getting all their produce and stuff. And it's just such a funny little fun experience that I've just grown so accustomed to, and seeing us do it just makes me so happy because it's so fucking stupid. Like every young boy that was like me, which is a lot of boys, where it's like you're just like a nerd playing video games. You like want that person. You want a person in your life to play with. You know, like you want an intimacy with someone in a through a game. You know what I mean? I have that with Nikki and Chibi, but I don't have. I'd rather have it with you. You know what I mean? It's like the perfect game for that. You know, it's such a an intimate
an
game.
easy game to play.
Yeah, it's so easy to just pop on and just do whatever. It doesn't you could play for like a month, as in like in game month, or just like a couple of days. You know.
Yeah, and people play for years.
Uh huh. And I think to it's a game that like, and a lot of people said it, like it wasn't like something you would expect to like. You know, like a lot of people had trouble getting into Harvest Moon, excuse me, in Animal Crossing. People have trouble with getting into those games. It's just Animal Crossing is a little more easy to pick up than Harvest Moon, just because Harvest Moon is just that farming. Well, a lot of their games is just farming, but Stardew does that. Like there's like the combat, which I mean, I guess it's like the theory of there's like something in there for everyone.
And I always feel like it takes Kyle like no time to do any of the levels. Like when we were going through the mine, there's 100 floors on the mine, and uh, we were just going through, and I would struggle. Like I would be dying by like the level 50 or something, and I would have to take in something to boost my energy or something, or I would die in the mine, and Kyle would just be like whoosh, one uh swish of the sword, and
It's those gamer
it's
quick
no
reflexes,
problem.
bro.
Yeah, and I'm just running around the mine trying to pick up
I
rocks.
think that's one of the most interesting things to me with like people that aren't adapted to games. You know, like I saw there was I wish I remember the guy's name or what the video is called, but there was a YouTube video where a guy did a study on his girlfriend. I said, yeah, a study. I guess you can call it a study. Yeah, a study. Um,
Like a case study kind of thing.
yeah, he let her play a bunch of different games and saw how she interacted with it and gave her no tips or no help or assistance whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's just such an interesting thing to see someone that hasn't had that language spoken to them. Like things that are extremely obvious to me aren't obvious to you. You know what I mean? Like you question a lot more than I do. You know, like I understand the concept of how games are made and what they do and stuff like that and tropes that they do utilize, and you're just like you're so I wish I could have that innocence of that, like there it's just so magical and like you could just do whatever you want and feel that kind of thing, you know. I wish I had that point of view on it, and I do get that with Stardew a lot, and I think that's a thing that's beautiful about it is like it kind of brings back a reminiscence of old video
I
games
was, yeah.
with the style and the look and the oh my god, it's so fucking that game is so beautiful. That if you going through each season, spring, summer, fall, winter, every single one, it's just so beautiful. Like fall is my favorite. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat
Mhm.
fall. Do you like fall the most? I think you like fall the
Uh
most.
yeah, I like fall and spring.
Yeah, spring is awesome because it has the cherry blossoms.
Yeah. But it's weird because like I think it brings like a nostalgic feeling to me, but I don't understand. It's like a nostalgia just like in the sense of like childlike nostalgia and like childlike wonder of the game. It's like so uh innocent.
Hmm.
Um that's the feeling I get, and I like that feeling when I'm playing. But it's funny that your nostalgia is for um like the old games,
Uh huh.
and makes you nostalgic of those old games and styles.
Well, I think that one thing that like people really like about it is that there's and why people like Animal Crossing and why people like Harvest Moon is that there's this it gives that sense of nostalgia and this sense of like wonder and mystery at the same
Hmm.
time because it gives you this fantastical world that you're put into. And then there's things that can just like keep happening. Like we haven't even made friends with all the people in town, you know, and there's still events and stuff that we haven't even seen, characters that we don't even know entirely, you know. I think that's what worked really well with all those old games like Harvest Moon because the creator, oh my god, Eric, oh my god, I can't think of the guy's name. Concerned Ape, I know that's his account name. The guy who created Stardew Valley.
Oh yeah. I think Aaron, but I don't know. Let me look for you.
He was highly influenced by Harvest Moon. And Harvest Moon is one of my favorite games, and that's like one of those games. Like, there's a peanut butter gamer. He does like he says like it's either you're gonna enjoy harvesting and be like yeah, or you're gonna be like oh, I'm harvesting crop, or it's like my turnips are ready, or my turnips are
Eric,
ready. Eric,
you were right. Yeah,
um, but he was highly influenced by those games, and you could
right.
tell, like you know what I mean. You could really tell. But it's on that 2D platform. But he was able to make such a gorgeous looking masterpiece just with 2D models. You know what I mean? Like I love Harvest Moon aesthetic, like its characters. and all the different Harvest Moon games have different aesthetics, and they're very beautiful in their own sense. Magical Melody is very chibi. A Wonderful Life is very, I don't know, GameCube-y. Just like a fucking GameCube game. Tree of Tranquility, I think, is beautiful. Animal Parade, I think, looks beautiful. Save the Homeland looks great. Actually, I think Save the Homeland was kind of ugly, but 64 is still very cute character designs, and Stardew Valley was able to emulate that pretty perfectly. Like it took exactly. I mean, if you Google right now all the Harvest Moons, Beck, you'll see like he really did emulate the the character designs, and it's very. And maybe that's another thing too, because a lot of Japanese games, they have this sense of like nostalgia. I don't know why. Like any game that's like I think of like Ni no Kuni, Persona 5. I think of all these games that are like, oh yeah, I mean those are very nostalgic to me. I don't know what that is. I, I wonder if that's like a universal thing, because I know nostalgia is like pretty based on whoever the hell you are. But I wonder if that, or maybe it's not nostalgia. I feel maybe it's just like this sense of comfort. Like they're very
Hmm.
comfortable games. And I think that's
Yeah,
a genre that needs to be jumped on more.
yeah. I mean, there's like when you're playing Stardew, at least for me, I have like no worries. I'm like, let me just take care of this pig, this cow,
Yeah.
call it a day.
Uh huh.
Uh, Maybe go to the mines. I don't know, design our house,
Uh
whatever
huh.
I'm feeling.
Uh huh.
Like it's just very, uh, just go with the flow.
I think that's thinking of that of what you said. It's kind of like RuneScape and like Club Penguin esque. Like it's very like you get your own place, you do your own thing, and you build upon yourself, which is like not a huge. I mean, it's a big genre. Like you can say like GTA kind of has that. I mean, Animal Crossing has that. Like there's games that are like Stardew, but Stardew
Yeah.
kind of just sits on its own as like people get so many out. Like Bobby Lee, like he had 2 playthroughs and he got like the Golden Clock, which we haven't even come near to getting.
The
Like,
golden clock.
you know what that is, right?
Nope,
The Golden
don't
Clock.
spoil it for me.
Oh, you've already seen it. The Wizard
I
has it.
don't think I. Oh. Mm,
It's like fucking like 5 million or $1 million. It's like a crazy
oh,
number,
gotcha.
or like 10 million. It's like a ton of money. But once you put it in your like home, no debris come.
Hmm,
Never heard you haven't seen that?
no,
Oh, hey, we gotta go look at that. Um, but that's another beautiful thing. Like it's like going for a walk, you know, but like in a video game. Like you're just like experience
that's what
going
I
for a
do
walk.
every day
What?
in Stardew.
Go for
Go
a
for
walk?
a walk.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like this
Yeah,
little haven of happiness.
yeah,
And it's really it's such a beautiful thing to have just for the past 3 months of quarantine. It really did help keep us happy. Like being stuck at home, it really gave us an
yeah.
outlet to escape.
It. Yeah, I was just going to say that was especially at the beginning of the quarantine, I was very anxious and I was very I didn't really even want to try playing Stardew, and I was very like stubborn. I
Hmm.
think that's the word I'm looking for. I was very stubborn uh about wanting to play it, and then we just played it, and we would spend like till like 3 o'clock in the morning just playing,
Uh huh.
and then go to bed, wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, I woke up at 11. I don't know what time Kyle woke up.
4.
I'll wake up, do my whole day, and then hop right back onto Stardew at 8 or 9 o'clock
Uh huh.
and just play again and it's a game where you lose track of time because it's so easy to lose
Uh
track
huh.
of time. Like even now when I'm working, we'll be playing and on a work day and it's 11:30 and I'm like, "Oh shit, I have to go to bed."
Yeah.
Like and you don't even realize it and next thing you know and you start out the game in spring and next thing you know you're in fall.
Hmm. There's so many addictive properties to it. Like
Yeah.
it's like you have to. there's so much micromanagement. Like all the micromanagement is like, oh, I have to make sure I obtain this by a certain time. You got to make sure all your animals are well fed. You got to make sure that the silo is filled. You got to make sure your plants are watered. You got to make sure your plants are picked. You got to make sure that you give a gift in those 2 weeks. You got to make sure that you get the gift for those 2 weeks. Or those two gifts a week. It's I. And when you say that, like that doesn't sound fun. That sounds like work.
Yeah,
When you think about it, it's like I'm grinding and working on this shit. That's not fun. Like, I'm not hopping around and playing a game. But I think it gives a sense of, like, I don't know, like my brain just feels good from the accomplishments that I create in this fake world, which is like, it sounds so sad, but it's so true. Like, it feels like you're building something. I don't know
yeah.
what causes that.
And I also think, I mean, and this is just speaking out of like the 4 or 5, I think I have 5 like close friendships I have with townspeople. But even like the little missions you go on, like when you have to rebuild the community center, like those little missions that you have to go on just make involves you so much more into the game that you feel like, as weird as this sounds, you feel like the characters are your real life friends. Like I'm trying to grow a friendship with Shane because Kyle told me that I would get a new chicken out of it.
Hmm.
um so I'm finding out his backstory that's very relatable to some people, where he has like an addictive uh personality, and he gets drunk, and you get a lot of cutscenes that are very real things that people deal with. And I think, I mean, I can't relate to this, but I'm sure in a way that probably helps people cope with
Yeah,
those kinds of real life experiences.
I would imagine, like, I mean, not the healthiest people play video games nonstop. Like people that uh, indulge in a lot of video games like endlessly. It's not healthy, of course. Like just doing anything over and over again isn't healthy. Uh, but I would imagine someone that's kind of low to that point might be experiencing something to that effect. You know what I mean? And that's just such a beautiful thing to have written within this game. And I think that's like a great aspect to it too. And a lot of games that are like sandbox esque. You know what sandbox means?
No.
It's just like an open world that you can play in. It's like it's a sandbox. You play in the sand.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh, and I think it never tells you. Does the game ever tell you what to do? Like, is there ever a point where it's like, make sure to do this? You know?
No.
No,
I
you
don't
just
think
do it.
there's ever like instructions either, because I
Uh huh.
remember like the first time we were playing, like, sure, you knew how to do it from playing it before and things like that, but I was like, oh, I have
Excuse me.
to
Sorry.
click the right to figure out that that's how I open the gate, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if that's just me not knowing how to play video games, or if that's just like you come up to like a random thing in the ground, and you're like, oh, I have these 5 different tools. I have to figure out which tool works for them,
Uh.
works for this thing.
Mhm.
And I also like I like the little side quests of like the notes you get and things like that, where you
Oh, the
find,
secret notes.
yeah, the secret notes are just so much fun, where you find like uh you have to go this way and that way and this way and that way, like,
That's a great thing too, where it's like there keeps being more. That's kind
right,
of how I felt with I mean Animal Crossing too. I'm not huge into Animal Crossing, but Harvest Moon. Like I felt like whenever I thought I had completed something, there was more to it. Like
right,
I could get more, I could gain more, I could learn more. And it's not just gameplay aspects that you can learn and get. It was friendships and characters and ideas and thoughts. That's so surreal for a game. Like
yeah,
especially for people that like. Not saying you don't understand it, but like people that are like that can't. Um, that don't think of video games in that aspect. Like you think it's just Mario, where it's run across a platform, have fun, kind of thing. And it must be because you get the concept, but some people that aren't even in the video game or know anything about video games probably don't even understand that concept of it. It sounds
Right.
like what it is. A video game, and it ends there. It's a game. You have fun. You play around. But that's just what's so crazy about Stardew and why a lot of people picked it up because it seemed like it was just a farming sim, which was huge on like Facebook. Remember that? What was that? Was that just called
Mhm.
farm? What was it called? Farming.
I can't. Yeah,
Farmville. I didn't touch that shit.
I feel like farm simulations are just a big like avenue in general.
Uh huh.
Like farming games and
But
stuff like that.
but I believe that Stardew is way more than that. I don't think it's just a farming
Oh, no,
simulator.
yeah.
Uh huh.
But I think that in that aspect, because that's such a big thing, I think it helped to sell it, you
Yeah,
know?
I think
Like, oh, let's just try this other farm simulator out, only to find out that it wasn't like other farm simulators.
yeah, it's more like Sims. Like it's not
Yeah,
really a farming simulator. It's
but
more
a
like
lot easier to
yeah,
use.
a lot easier, a lot more like fantastical, a lot more
Yeah,
beautiful in some aspects. And it's
yeah.
just all created by one guy. Like my mind still can't wrap around that. Like I don't know if he's just like one of the greatest motherfuckers of the like past few years, or
Yeah.
he just got lucky. He was influenced by a lot of stuff. Like I feel like I've tried reading about the guy, but there isn't a
Well,
lot out there.
I was gonna say, and from the one or two videos that I've watched about him where he's been interviewed and
He's
stuff,
humble.
it took him it was his one big project while he was doing a lot of side jobs that didn't even involve
Yeah, but now
it.
dude's fucking sold 10 million copies.
Yeah,
He's paid $20 for the game when it launched. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure. Which that is a huge thing in the game. Okay, we're going into the game industry stuff. That is a huge thing in game industry that I think needs to be fucking changed. If you're not a AAA developer, I don't think you should be selling your game at $60. That's just ridiculous. And this guy made one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life, or top
right.
10, 20 games I've ever played in my life, and he's fucking selling it for $20. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah,
That game is
very
worth a
very
AAA.
reasonable.
Me and you have 75 hours in that game.
Yeah.
We have 75 hours
Well,
of time that
I
made
feel
us
like it
happy.
should be more. Yeah,
I feel like it should be more too. That's crazy too. It felt like we've spent a lifetime
yeah,
in that game.
and yeah. Well, and that's just goes to show another positive of it is just how uh, inexpensive it is compared to other games, and you're getting something great for the price point.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy. Like just
Yeah.
the and I I don't know if it's like I don't know if he was just being like a humble guy, but you worked on something for 5 years. He didn't raise it to $30, $40, 45,
Nope.
$20 for the game. And it's not like it's like a revolutionary game. It's not like
Yeah.
Minecraft. It's like it's just pretty big. It's
Yeah.
big, and hopefully it kind of builds a market for more of a world where we see a lot more of that. A world where people are going to be having these like little happy experiences because that's what it was. It's not like we were given like some sort of philosophical or struggling. It was like just like a fun little. It's like a fun happy game. I mean, I'm sounding like we're done playing. We're not done playing. We're gonna keep fucking
Oh
playing.
no,
We have many
we're
more
far
years,
from done. We're only in year 4.
which is pretty far. A lot of people don't make it that far.
Oh really?
I would imagine. Just
I
made that
feel
up.
like also I approach. I don't know if this is just every game because this is the only game I've ever played. Um, I feel like I approach this game like I approach real life. Like when I have to make friends with people, I'm very different from you. You can multitask and make friend like you're making friends with like 3 to 4 people at a time, and I have to just focus on one friend at a time.
Oh yeah, because I was making friends with Marnie, Jody, Mayor Lewis, Clint, Gus, all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, all right, I just finished fully being friends with Emily. Now let's move on to Robin. And then I filled up with Robin, and now I'm on to Shane. Like, I'm just taking my sweet time, like, perusing through everybody and getting to know them. And I really do. I love the cutscenes. Whenever a cutscene comes on, I'm like dreadfully like fast speed reading and clicking through because conveniently it's always at like 11:30 at night
Uh-huh.
when the thing's about to change to the next day. And it's like the only little notification you get on the screen ever is saying like it's getting late dot dot dot, and I'm like, well, I have a cutscene, give me a second.
Yeah, I don't know.
uh
I mean, I guess why it doesn't pause everything is because I'm playing still,
yeah, I wonder if it would be different if I would play
single.
by myself.
Do you think you'd
But
ever
at the
make a
same
single player?
time, I was just gonna say that I don't think I would.
No.
I I don't think I could because I can barely even focus on doing the animals. Like, by the time I'm done with all the animals, it's like your player wakes up at like 6 o'clock, and by the time I'm done with my animals, it's like 1.
Uh-huh.
So like I would just be doing animals, and then I would go to farming, and then by that time it would be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I would have to go right back to
The
bed and do the
last
whole thing
time
over
you
again.
actually farmed was like the first month of the game, where you were
That
helping
was
me with
horrible when
turnips
you
or
didn't have.
parsnips.
Yeah, and you didn't have any. Oh, you had the automated sprinklers, but you didn't have uh the hoe that would go out.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you'd
So
have to hoe
that
one
would
at a
hoe
time.
multiples, and I
Oh, you
was.
kept knocking out the sprinkle. That was the last time
Yeah,
you did it, which was later.
yeah.
Like that was later, but like the first time
I
you
would.
did it was during the spring, and you had to help me with the parsnips. And I would just remember
Yeah.
you just like you weren't breathing, you weren't talking, you were just like so focused
Well,
into it.
and yeah, that's the thing about Stardew too. Kyle will be like talking through the whole thing, and I think that's just him with video games, and
That's just him.
you can just do that,
Uh
and you could just talk, and I'm like too focused, and you're like, did you hear me? And I'm like, nope.
huh.
I'm like, sorry, I'm petting the animals. I can't talk right now.
You have to focus, make sure you're not petting the same one over and over again.
No, I get told if I'm petting the same one, or if I accidentally try to milk a goat or something. I mean, milk
The
a
sheep.
sheep or something.
Oh, excuse me, jeez. Man, why? And Stardew gets me so comfortable. I'm yawning.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like
thinking about.
it's such a relaxing feeling. Like I just feel at ease when I do it.
Uh huh.
I think it's like all the right things. There's not really anything negative I could say, and I don't really have any other
Fishing.
games to base it off of. Well, yeah, if it wasn't for Kyle, I would never be able to have any fish because I cannot fish.
I remember the first time you did it. I thought you were gonna quit on the game.
I thought I was gonna cry on the game. I was like so
You're like,
frustrated.
don't talk to me,
Yeah.
Kyle. I can't fish. Did
And then when I thought I was doing well, all I was getting was Doja Cola and seaweed.
you say Doja Cola? You mean Joja Cola?
Doja,
Doja
Doja
Cat.
Cat.
Oh man, I love that too. The rivalry with Joja Mart and Pierre's. That's cool.
Oh, it's so cool.
You can there's
I
like
like.
a different ending. I don't know if you know this, but the community center
Hmm,
gets turned into like a Joja Mart or something like that instead
that's
of.
horrible.
Isn't that crazy? If you buy like a membership to Joja Mart and then like keep buying stuff from them, they'll you can they'll take over the community center instead of it being a
Wow.
community center. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, that sucks.
That should just be end. Like you should say game over after that because you're a fucking asshole that chose Joja Mart
Yeah,
over
what?
Pierre.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Their prices aren't even better than Pierre's. Pierre's prices are better.
No.
Pierre's the supermarket guy you can buy, or the general market guy. He sells all those seeds and saplings and furniture and
The grass starter to
the
feed the
grass
animals.
starter, the fertilizer. I don't even like. I don't really like the fishing in the game, honestly. I think
Yeah.
there should be a little something more to it, but I don't know what else. But a lot of people are fans of fishing shit.
Yeah, so I guess that was kind of just to feed
A pizza
into them.
market.
Yeah.
I really think you should try Harvest Moon though. Harvest Moon is like a
I
basically
yeah,
that
but I
3D.
just love Stardew so much.
Uh huh.
I don't want to love anything else.
Whenever, yeah, I've been trying to get Beck onto Civ 6. She refuses. I'm like, all right, let's play Civ, and she's like, well, the
Well, I already have
cows.
Stardew open.
Yeah, and I just sent you the code to get into it, and fuck you, Kyle. I don't know.
It's
There's
just
so much to say about Stardew, and the when
I also like because everything is like pre-scripted except for when you have those cut scenes. I like when you get to choose how you react to things because I think
those choices also they affect the
right
friendship.
they affect the friendship. They reflect your character, and they reflect how the other characters react to you, and I like that. I like that a lot.
I like how you can get rid of your children.
Yeah, you can also get a divorce. Do you know, fun fact, in Stardew Valley, Kyle, our Stardew Valley game, this isn't really like a fun fact about Stardew Valley, this is a fun fact about our Stardew Valley. I don't know for how long, but he bought an engagement ring recipe and hid a ring on our farm, and I didn't even know about it for I don't know how long. And then one day he just handed me flowers and a ring.
And that's not what I'm gonna do in real life. I'm gonna take out the ring and I'm gonna stumble and it's gonna go down a drain pipe or some shit.
Yikes.
That's the most likely outcome.
Jeez.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
hope not.
we should probably like show our farm off. You know, like maybe we'll put up a photo in the
Oh, for
video.
sure.
Show off the farm.
Well, yeah, like a photo, because stay tuned, because we're going to do a welcome to our crib.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is
Stardew Valley
a
edition.
little soft marketing for yo MTV Crib Stardew Valley. Check out our crib. You know what's funny? I don't know what our characters are married in the game. Why I still
Right.
spawn inside of the other house? It's like every
Yeah,
night you
well,
just like slowly you pick me up, like you get huge muscles and drag me to my fucking the little shed that I hide in.
you don't, you spawn, like, when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah,
You're in the other house, you're not in mine?
yeah, baby.
Or is it only when you start the game?
No, it's it's well, yes, it's when I start the game, not
Oh, I
every
was
night.
gonna say every morning? That sucks.
No.
Yeah, only when you start the game. Because I am the host and you are my guest.
Yeah, I know.
So no matter how many times you ask me to marry you, it don't matter.
You get thrown into the
I
shed.
own the farm.
That's
I
so
own the farm
cruel.
and you go sleep
You're
in the
cruel.
in
You're
the shed.
evil. She's evil. Man, it's a really great game. There's
Yeah.
not much more you can say about it, you
I
know?
yeah, I don't really yeah.
I'd rather not
I
spoil a
just
lot either.
I can't yeah, exactly. And I was just going to say that before you stole my thunder.
What,
Um
spoiling everything?
Yeah, I've already kind of told a couple of secrets here and there,
Uh-huh.
but you just have to, and there's stuff that we haven't. I mean, you might have had in your personal playthrough that I don't have,
I would
and
think a majority of people that are listening to this probably have played the game.
right.
You know, a lot of people played the game, you know?
Yeah, or else you wouldn't have cared and you wouldn't have clicked on this.
Uh-huh. So this is
Um,
is this like our review? Because what would you say, how
I
would you
think this is
review it? Like, how would you
uh
say
like
you
out of
perceived it?
stars or
Yeah,
okay, so like out of 5 stars.
let's do 10.
Oh, okay. That's not normally how stars work,
Let's
but
do 24.
oh, okay. 20 out of 24 stars, I give Stardew Valley a 22 probably.
Nice. Why are those 2 points gone?
I don't know.
24.
Yeah, I think there's always room for changes. Like I would like to change my horse's freaking color,
Oh yeah.
so that I don't hop on a Kyle's horse because we have the same exact horse.
Yeah.
And I know that there's mods and stuff like that, but I think like stuff like that, like customization wise, would just
Amplify it
make the
even more.
icing on top of the cake. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I can't really judge off of anything previously because this is all I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I played Pocket Camp Animal Crossing, and this is a little bit like that because in Pocket Camp you couldn't really do much, so I did as much as I could. Uh, and I was on like level like 900, not really, but
You're like
like
30.
96 or
You were
something.
96?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I used to play it all the time.
Holy
Like
crap.
I would take my lunch break at work. In the morning I would go and talk to all the animals and get all the prizes and stuff, and then by the time I got on my lunch break at work, all of the stuff would reload so I could get all my stuff again. I could get like all the fruits off of the trees and all that stuff, and so I was like, I had a routine I kept up with. But I mean, I just, and I'm also biased because it's something that I enjoy it because of the person I play it with
Mm-hmm.
and the experiences we have in the game. So, uh, find your closest buddy, pal, or your boyfriend or girlfriend or your significant other,
Mm-hmm.
and see how they can handle farm life.
Yeah, I
I
enjoyed
highly
playing it.
recommend it.
I I enjoyed playing it on my own. You know, like if I play it single
Yeah.
player, I don't mind playing it. It's like it's fun still. So I'm curious if you would actually enjoy playing it on your own.
And I don't, I know I've said this before to you. I don't think I want to play it single player. That's one of the things I like most about it is playing it with you.
Uh huh.
That's why I bought Sims because I was like, oh, when Kyle's off playing with Nikki and Chibi, who Kyle talked about at the beginning, who are his best friends, um, when he's off playing with Nikki and Chibi, I can play Sims, and then once it's my turn to play games, we'll play Stardew, and I just haven't touched Sims since I bought it. So,
Because we
because I
were
would
playing
just
too much Stardew.
prefer, yeah, I would just prefer to just keep playing Stardew or just scroll through TikTok until Kyle gets off of the PlayStation.
To go play Stardew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stardew kind of uh threw me back
What would
into that
you?
world. Oh, how
Yeah.
would I
What would
rate it?
you rate it? Yeah, out of 24 stars.
There's so much to like, man. The combat's fun. It's very simple, but it's fun. The enemies are interesting. The fishing's okay, as in like literally bare minimum. Okay. Um, the mining is really fun. The farming is really fun and satisfying. The characters are really sweet and innocent. The gameplay feels good. Like walking around town just feels good. And it's just so beautiful. Like it's just like it's literally just so like gorgeous. Every season. I mean, sometimes you kind of get sick of the winter because your screen is bright white and blinding you, and you want this like calming game, and you're getting blinded the whole time. So maybe add a little more blue to that coloring. You know, maybe a little softer coloring to that. But that's the only thing I could think of, honestly, when thinking about complaints for Stardew. But I'd probably give it around the exact same you gave it, with like a 22 or 23. Like maybe no, 22 sounds more fair.
Really,
Yeah,
the
22
same
sounds.
score?
Yeah, that sounds so fair though. A 22 out of 24 just sounds perfect for exactly what Stardew
Yeah.
deserves. It's not.
Like I would say that it's the closest thing to perfect.
If that was true, it'd be like a 23.9.
That's true.
I think there's very minor improvements, like how
Like
you
we're
said it with
trying,
like customization, like little
yeah,
simple customization things really could save that game with, not save it, but help it a lot. Like horse customization, the exterior of your house customization. You know, like maybe I don't want my walls and roof to be a certain color,
right.
or
I get
painting a
that.
barn. Like maybe painting, add painting to the buildings.
Oh, like if you could customize like the outside of the
Yeah, if I make a
house
wooden
too.
fence, can I paint my fence white or something, or red, or
Ooh,
blue?
that would be cool. And I'm like you had said to me in the past is there's a lot of mods and stuff, so I'm sure
We can go into
there's a
that
way to
world.
do that.
I like playing games vanilla. I don't know games vanilla. I don't know why. Like even Skyrim and Oblivion and all those, like all the Elder Scrolls, I play vanilla. Vanilla
Hmm,
means the raw, like the basic. What you get?
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like. I should like it more, just because it's just people loving a game and creating more of the game, which I'm always enjoy. I think it's better to be a
right.
fan,
Fans creating
more
even
content.
more. Yeah, I was just gonna say that more elements to it.
Freaking one thing dude, the Creation Club, I think that's what it's called for Elder Scrolls. They pay like those like modders to make mods for them, and they
Really?
pay them as like full-time developers. And then once they create it and then it's set up, they get like cut basically. It's like a contract. Isn't that so cool
Wow.
though?
Like kind of like a freelance.
Yeah, basically. But that's
That's
so cool,
cool.
Bethesda. I mean, a lot of people shit on Bethesda, but I think that's a really cool element.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You can do a separate video on your Bethesda love.
I would love to talk about Bethesda so much. We should just do a podcast talking about it.
I can't relate.
I knew that was coming. I don't know what the fuck Bethesda is.
I know what Bethesda is.
I wonder if Concerned Ape Eric.
Yes.
I wonder if he's gonna make another game anytime soon. I mean, he probably made his buck. You know, like he probably feels
He probably
like
he
satisfied.
probably made his buck, and I was just gonna say that. And he made on top of that, he made a worthwhile game.
Yeah, so he said he's happy with the community. You know, and he's like
Yeah.
really like if people like I'm pretty sure there's like cases where people have like a glitch in their game, right? And like they
Mhm.
lose something, he's like, "Hey, what did you lose? I'll help you get it back or something." And he like sends them like some sort of code file to put and like helps them fix their game and shit. Like he's like
Oh, that's
super
awesome.
personable and shit.
That just like adds even more to it. Like just knowing that the person who created it cares about it and cares about the players
Yeah.
so much.
It's shit that you won't get for AAA of developers, you know. Like if you're playing Assassin's Creed and the game glitches and fucks off, they're not gonna care. They're like, oh, whatever.
They'll literally say fuck off.
Yeah. uh, uh, I love Stardew Valley, man. We should get some like shirts. Oh,
We did.
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
somebody sells. I think I don't know. I don't want to say it was Amazon, but I think it might have been Amazon where somebody is selling. Oh no, I think it's Etsy, and it's like a Valley Girl and something else.
A Stardew Valley girl.
Now it's gonna bother me.
All right. Should we get our meme of the day ready?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get our meme of the day.
What are you thinking for a meme? She never prepares for meme of the day.
I forget about meme of the day every day, which is crazy because I definitely saw a meme too, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's
totally
gonna be
using that,
perfect for meme of the day or meme of the
and I
week.
totally didn't think about it.
It's so like memes are like it's like you could say a meme and then like literally 20 minutes later it's you like memes are just non-stop. nowadays. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah, okay, I know exactly which meme I'm using.
well,
So
okay.
there's this meme. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, go ahead. I knew you were talking. I'm so sorry. I do that all the time where I just cut in.
What? Oh, cut me out.
Memes. Memes, that's the crazy thing about memes. They 1 minute they could be trending and then the next day they don't exist anymore
Uh huh.
because a new meme has started. Is that what you were saying
Yeah.
before I so rudely cut you off?
Yeah. It's basically that. Like they're here they're here one day and then they're gone the next. Actually, no, they're here for a second and then they're gone. It's like
Yeah.
quick little bum 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 humor comedy go go go. It's insane. Like there used to be like the like there's like the massive ones. Like the Catch Me Outside Girl is massive. The a really old one would be
Cash me outside. How about that?
They in Your Neighborhood. The banging your man, banging your woman, and
Hide
hide
your
the
wife,
kids.
hide your
Hide your kids.
kids.
Yeah, that's it. Hide your kids too, because they're raping everybody out here tonight. That's it. Which is a meme in and of its own, like, but it's just so old. But it's just crazy that like you can't define a meme with a meme, but we can if
This,
we do it daily or
yeah,
weekly.
I know.
We could benchmark.
This is an old meme, but
Okay,
it just resurfaced on Facebook actually this week. I think yesterday, and it's the horse. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't
It's
see
like
it.
it's realistically drawn.
Okay,
We'll throw it up.
okay.
But it's the horse that's like the back of it is realistically drawn, and then uh towards the middle it starts to not be realistically drawn, and
Oh, it's
then
like
at
super stick
the
figure.
yeah, and then at the front half of the horse is like a stick figure. um and uh it's just like the meme was like name that show, and like the first half is like season 1 where it's like beautifully done, season 3 where it's like half beautifully done, half not. And then season 5 is just like
Shit.
still a little bit there, and then like starting to become really really shitty, and then season 7's just shit. And I immediately thought of How I Met Your Mother because we just talked about it,
Uh huh.
and then I was like, oh no, duh, Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, that's painful. I think people give
So
Game of Thrones bad. I mean, I give it bad credit because the last season's fucking utter
we
shit.
could let's not talk about it. We'll talk about it in another podcast.
Okay, we'll talk about Game of Thrones another podcast. I'd love to talk about that.
But yeah, that meme of that horse is just funny because it's always like uh, sometimes I know for our field especially, or like other people that deal with clients and stuff. Um, oh, my voice just went hoarse. Funny for this
Horse.
meme, but um, it's like a meme that always comes up that's like the half the horse is drawn beautifully, and then it's like the client asks for half price or something like that, or
Uh huh.
something along those lines, and then it's oh, it's like, client, can I get a discount or something, and then it's like, you sure? And then it's just like this half drawn horse, and I'm like, I really appreciate that.
Because that's what you're gonna do if clients don't pay.
I never half ass anything.
I know you don't.
I full ass everything. Quote me on that.
I was gonna say a joke there, but I wasn't gonna say anything. Uh, my meme for the week.
Oh no.
My meme is a man.
Oh
A
no.
man who, who who we should just do a podcast on at this point.
Yeah, you should do a podcast with you, Nikki, and Chibi.
You don't know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Beetlejuice. I knew it.
Beetlejuice is rising. He's rising like a fucking fallen god. He's fucking
I
coming
haven't
back
heard
up from the
anybody.
ashes.
Oh my
He's fucking
gosh.
pulling out of the fucking crumbs of Pompeii, the fucking ash of magma.
The amount of times I hear Kyle go, sometimes I want to scream.
V is becoming a meme, and I'm seeing it everywhere, and it makes me so happy
I
because, like,
think the
I was
Can
like
I
the.
say
Go
something?
ahead.
As a person who works in social media and stuff, I don't want to like burst your bubble, but I think the only reason you're seeing it is because the algorithm is catering to you.
No, he's on every meme page, dude. Any
And
meme
I
page I'm
mostly just
following.
say that I mostly just say that for the people at home. I'm hoping that Beetlejuice is not making a comeback.
Why, dude? He's a struggling artist, and you're gonna push him down like that.
No,
Literal struggling actor, and you're gonna push that
it's
poor
just
man down.
if you have a Kyle in your life, it's just gonna be hard not to hear Beetlejuice quotes all day long.
But he's so funny, man. He's such a
I think
hilarious guy.
Kyle talks about like he talks about like a normal guy talks about the girl he's
In love
talking
with.
to. Yeah. I mean, yeah, basically.
Beetlejuice is so funny. I love. There's one where it's like Beats like outside. He's like at a restaurant outside of a restaurant, and he's like, "So Beat, you going to the wedding?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just here for a good time." He's like, "Yeah, Beat, you just gonna go to the wedding?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just here for a good time. Enjoy the wedding, have a good time." Yes, I'm just here for a good time. And the captions like, "Women are sad." It's like something like, "Women are only satisfied when they get what they want," and it's like men are satisfied when Beat's having a good time. And it's just him going, "Yeah, I'm just here at the wedding, having a good time."
Yeah.
Makes me so happy. So Beat is my meme
I
of the week, dude. Actually, he's meme of the fucking year. Every other stupid fucking meme out there can go suck a butt.
yeah,
Beat
I
is my.
figured you would say that.
I I wish I brought him up day podcast one. I wish Beat was brought up.
I
Beat
know
is.
I'm shocked that this is
If we can get
not
a guest, like a star guest, and it's
Oh
Beat,
my god.
babe, you have literally like we're nowhere right now. Once we're somewhere and we get fucking beat, like you have no. Look at me. I'm so excited for that future. A future where it's me, you, and
Just relax a little bit.
Beetlejuice.
You're gonna peak your
I'm
audio.
gonna I'm gonna pop a vein in my head right now. All right, I need to calm down. So I think
Yeah,
Stardew was a really great game. We're not done playing it.
not
What are you
even
laughing at?
close. And this is just a precursor to our main event, which is our welcome to our farm, basically. Um, where we'll show you all the goods, you know? I'll let you meet all my animals, maybe even let you pet them. I don't know. I'm feeling a little nice.
You feeling a little spicy? Are you trying to tell the
Mm,
audience that you feel a little spicy? Our little poppies?
our little poppies.
I like that.
Oh, poppies, because we're pop. I was like, poppy?
Our
That's dad in
poppies.
Spanish.
Oh my god. Are we having a fucking am I okay? Is this
I
okay?
don't know.
Is it okay if I call them our poppies? Hey, Poppy. Dude, that's pretty awesome. All right, we'll make a poll.
Yeah, I can't wait for my mom to be the only one that votes.
For Poppy.
Should they be called poppies?
Should I be called Poppies? Or Poppy? You're a Poppy. Dude, that's so
Yes,
cute.
our little
I like
poppies,
how
and I will be Big
that's like a thing
Poppy.
that like YouTubers have to yeah. That's like a thing like people trying to become YouTubers or just like internet sensations think of. You know what I mean? Like they it's either you're that guy with the intro that's like a dubstep with a 3D thing moving around, and then it's like intro, and it's like dubstep. You know what I mean? That, or you're a
Yeah.
guy, and then the intro happens, and you're like, "What's up, guys? It's Chad Meister 43, and I'm here." You know what I mean? So like, you're either that who's like a guy that just says "guys" because that's just what everyone does, or
Hey
it's like, "Hey
guys.
guys," or you're a
What's
guy
up,
that actually like
guys?
comes up with it. "What's up, my Zammers?" You know, just like crazy shit. It's Zamba Bam 48. I don't know why everyone's a
Like
40.
H3 has Papa Bless.
Yeah, but that's not what he calls it. What does he call his people? Like the Game Grumps call them the Lovelies.
The lovelies, that is so
And
sweet.
then like PewDiePie's got the Bros, and then he had like the 9-year-old army, and now he has Floor Gang. Like there's like like there's like stages to his.
Tiger Belly is Nosotros papayos.
I thought it was.
What
I
do
thought
they call
the
them?
Slept Kingdom.
There you go.
I don't even
Yeah.
watch it. I know 'em. Or I don't watch
And
it as much as you do.
and Theo Von has the Rat Kingdom. He's the Rat King.
What is Joe Rogan's? Do you know?
No, I don't watch Joe Rogan. No
Bitches.
offense, Joe. Really?
Yeah. It's like, what's up, you
That's
crazy
so
bitch, or
funny.
you stupid bitches, or something like that.
That's funny.
I like that. I'm not that. I'm not as cool as Joe
Chris,
Rogan.
we might have to cut this, but Chris D'Elia calls his listeners babies.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, it's
I
not
call it.
looking too
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah, you might have to switch that one. My fully over 18 babies.
My grown ass followers.
Yeah. Hey, adults, what's happening?
He also calls it a cult, so
Oh,
it's not
Jesus.
looking so good for him.
Oh, he's a comedian, right?
Right.
Yeah. I love that. That's such a stupid thing, though, where it's like you have to. But I love poppies.
It's a
Shit.
stupid thing, but let's call them poppies.
All right, poppies. We're popping out. Pop is
All
popping
right.
out.
Catch you on the next blowing bubbles. Pop
I feel like
is popping out.
every blowing bubbles ends so crazily. Like I feel like we never. I think the memes get us.
Yeah, because like towards the end of the like as we're finished with what we wanted to talk about, we're like, oh, let's not forget the meme of the day, and then we're like,
Let's talk
oh,
about
and then
literally
we're like,
whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
yeah,
All right.
true.
My nose is running. I gotta go blow it.
All right, guys, you
We're
heard
not
it
doing
here
guys. No,
first.
guys, don't do the guys.
Oh, all right, Poppies, you heard it here first. Kyle's got a runny nose and Rebecca's got a hoarse throat. We definitely got corona. Catch you on the next episode of Blowing Bubbles.
Bye.
Becca out.
Bye. End it with bye.
Bye.
Bye.